Hey guys, today we're going to do an upper body circuit. There are 6 exercises, so we're going to do each exercise for 30 seconds, and the circuit is repeated 2 more times. So there's 3 rounds total, so we'll be working out continuously for 15 minutes. So I'm going to first go through the exercises, talk to form, about what you should be doing as you perform them, and then we'll go through the circuit together, okay? So, let's get started. Gonna need some dumbbells. I'd go with a medium weight, not super heavy, not super light. We are gonna do a couple of shoulder exercises, so that would be a lighter weight. If you have different levels of weights, maybe one heavier set and a lighter set. If you just have one, that's fine too. So the first exercise we're going to do is a cross curl. So what we're going to do is take the dumbbell, bring it up and across to our opposite shoulder and back down. So what's important during this exercise is that you brace your core so you're not swinging back and forth. And if you notice, I'm just rotating around my elbow as the point of rotation. So everything else is staying, my elbow staying still, you're just moving that arm up and across towards the opposite shoulder. That's going to work the bicep, the top part of the arm, okay? Next exercise is going to be a clean and press. So what we're going to do is a high pull up to here, squat down under, and press it up and over, okay? And then you bring it back down the same way. So high T, flip your wrists over, press it up, bring it back down, flip it over, and slowly bring it back down, okay? That is our clean and press, clean to overhead press. Then we're going to take a seat. You can also do this standing, but I'm going to do it seated. What you are going to do is a one-arm tricep extension. Again, similar to that bicep cross curl, you're just rotating at the elbow. Everything else is staying very still. That's why it's better to kind of do it in a chair at first if you're not as comfortable with this exercise, because it helps to keep you pretty stable. So rotating down and up. So we're doing 30 seconds each arm on this one. Of course, we have to work both arms. So try and keep that elbow as still as possible as we do this. And you'll feel it on the back side of your arm, your tricep, okay? And then we're going to do a seated overhead press. So you'll grab the other weight. So overhead press, we'll start in this goalpost formation. Bring it up to the top and back down. Up to the top and back down, okay? Working those shoulder muscles. Then we're going to do a bent over fly. So we'll stand up. You're going to come to the side. I'll show you bend at the hips about 45 degrees. You're going to have the weights out in front of you with your knuckles towards the ground. You're going to work on bringing your arms up and out until you're in almost like you're flapping your wings. But this whole motion is slow and controlled. You don't want to just swing your arms out and let them fall forward. We're going to slowly go through the range of motion, making sure we're flexing our upper back to pull and squeezing those shoulder blades together. When we get to that fully extended position with our arms, shoulder blades should be squeezed, okay? Then we're going to come down to the floor to do a push-up with a renegade row. So, once we are on the mat, get in a push-up position. So you could either do a high or modified push-up, so either on your knees. If you're on your knees, your belly is flat, your back is flat, your feet are on the ground, your toes are touching the floor, okay? So you're coming down for a push-up. You're grabbing one weight, rowing it back, bringing that elbow towards the wall behind you, switching hands, putting them back down, pushing up, okay? So you can also do this push-up while holding the dumbbells. So you're holding on to the shaft of the dumbbell, coming down, pushing up, going right into the row, okay? This is going to work that wrist strength a little bit. So if you think that you're able to do that with your wrists, some people that bothers them doing it that way, so it's really up to you. It is just a little more challenging on that wrist stability, so something you can work on. Okay, so let's get started. I'll get my timer going. 30 seconds per exercise. We have 10 seconds to switch in between each exercise. 30 seconds at the end for a rest before we start the circuit again, okay? We're doing the circuit 3 times. So let me get this timer going. It's going to take exactly 15 minutes. All right. Ready? Pick up those weights. We're starting with cross curls. Ready? Go.
Exercise.
All right, exercise. Lifting it up and across to that opposite shoulder. Nice and easy. Elbows staying still. Make sure you're resisting against that weight on the way up as well as on the way down. Breathing out as you lift.
3, 2, 1. Switch.
All right, next is going to be a clean and press. So start with those knuckles down, hands out in front. Feet shoulder width apart.
2, 1. Exercise.
So remember, we're doing that high pull, squat under and push up, and back down. High pull, squat under and push up. This exercise also helps with that wrist strength.
2, 1. Switch.
All right, coming down to seated for the one-arm tricep extension. One arm at a time.
3, 2, 1. Exercise.
All right, so bringing it back and extending on up. As you can see, trying not to move that elbow. Using that tricep to lift the weight up and overhead.
Three, 2, 1. Switch.
All right, switching arms. Make sure you brace your core. You still want that core working, even though we're seated.
Exercise.
You don't want to be super relaxed. You still want to be able to hold yourself up. Best way maybe is to sit towards the end of the seat. If you're having trouble stabilizing, you can sit back in the seat, but I do suggest still squeezing that core to help with that core strength and stability.
3, 2, 1. Switch.
All right, we're grabbing 2 weights. We're doing the overhead press seated, okay? We're going to start in that goal post position.
Exercise.
Fingers facing forward and just pressing up, overhead, extending those arms. Sitting up tall, squeezing that belly. All right, bent over flies. So we're standing up. We're bending forward at the hips.
2, 1. Exercise.
All right, bringing them out to the side. Okay? Make sure you find a point on the floor that you can concentrate on. Somewhere that leaves your head level with that spine straight. and just stare forward.
2, 1. Switch.
Right, come down to the floor for the renegade row. Push up to row, okay?
3, 2, 1. Exercise.
All right, pushing up, row, and switch, and push up, row, switch, push up, row, row. Make sure you can do the modified push-ups as well. If you do one regular, one modified, and switch back and forth, that's great.
2, 1. Rest.
All right, 30 seconds of rest. That was round 1. We got 2 more rounds, okay? Shake out those arms. Take your hands, palms towards the back. Kind of just push them. Grab the hands in front, kind of round those shoulders. Stretch that upper back. Shake out the shoulders.
3,
Pick those weights up.
1. Exercise.
All right, cross curls. Up and across. Squeezing that belly. We don't want any rocking back and forth. Have those feet planted about hip distance apart. That will help us keep our balance. And the arms just coming up and across.
3, 2, 1. Switch.
All right, clean and press. Hands starting with knuckles facing down towards the ground.
3, 2, 1. Exercise.
All right, high pull. Get under it. And back down. All right, come to seated. One arm tricep extension.
3, 2, 1. Exercise.
Feel this on the back part of your arm where that elbow is. Weight is coming down right behind your other shoulder blade, being extended back up.
Three, 2, 1. Switch.
All right, other arm.
3, 2, 1. Exercise.
All right, make sure you keep that spine nice and straight. You don't want that chin dipping forward. You're looking level with that spine in that neutral position.
Three, 2, 1. Switch.
All right, pick up the other weight. We're going goal post, overhead press.
3, 2, 1. Exercise.
All right, lifting up overhead, extending overhead.
Three, 2, 1. Switch.
All right, bent over flies, standing on up, bending forward at the hips.
3, 2, 1. Exercise.
Okay, extending up and out, squeezing those shoulder blades together, moving slow and controlled. You're feeling the whole length of the contraction. Really getting that upper back working. on down. Push up renegade row. Last exercise this round.
3, 2, 1. Exercise.
All right, push up, row, and switch. Back down, row, switch. You can switch which arm goes first. Back and forth.
Rest.
All right, 30 seconds of rest. Take those arms, take that arm across, and switch. Up and overhead, switch. All right, pick up those weights.
2, 1. Exercise.
All right, cross curl. Last round, round 3 of our strength circuit. This is all upper body. Working on that strength. Try and keep the same tempo throughout. It's good for power.
2, 1. Switch.
All right, clean and press.
3, 2, 1. Exercise.
All right, bringing it up. All right, tricep extensions. Coming down to seated.
3,
One arm at a time.
1. Exercise.
Back and extending overhead. Your elbow is that fulcrum point. Everything is rotating around that elbow. The triceps pulling, the bottom of the arm up, and slowly resisting to let it come back down. That's very important.
2, 1. Switch.
All right, switching arms. It's very important to resist on the way back down
3,
as you're pulling on the way up.
Exercise.
Pull up, resist on the way down. We want it slow and controlled. Guys, got it. We're almost there.
3, 2, 1. Switch.
All right, seated overhead press, starting with that goal post.
3, 2.
Get those arms up.
Exercise.
See, we're only coming down to that 90 degrees and pushing back up. We want to resist down to that 90 and push back overhead. All right, come on up for those bent over flies. Tip forward at the hips.
2, 1. Exercise.
All right, bringing those arms up and back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. All right, last exercise, renegade row with a push-up. Come on down to the floor.
3, 2,
Get in position.
exercise.
All right, pushing up. Going back. Make sure you're bracing your core. Protect that low back.
Three, two, one. Rest.
All right. Great job today, guys. So that was a full upper body circuit. We hit the upper back, shoulders, biceps, triceps, and chest. So we did a full upper body circuit. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My name's Amber from Bank of America Tower. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe. Thank you guys for working out with me.